Welcome to It's Better with Meetups. When you complete this training, you'll understand the importance of meetups in building and growing your business. So let's start at the beginning. What exactly is a meetup at Sunrider? Well, a meetup is a forum to bring our friends together to share our products and the business. So why would we want to schedule something like this? Well, we want to schedule a meetup because meetups are a great way to build our business because they get us in front of a group of people instead of one-to-one. This maximizes our time and it builds multiple connections at the same time. Now, if you're thinking, okay, that sounds great, you might also be thinking, where would I even hold something like this? Well, you can hold a meetup in a coffee shop, a party room, a lunch room, a work room, the gym, or even you or your friend's living room. Really, anywhere that we can bring people together to share the business and our love of Sunrider products. So if you're thinking, okay, wow, I would love to do a meetup with my friends, but what's next? Well, scheduling a meetup is all about getting your friends to host and then adding them to your schedule. The powerful thing about getting a friend to host a meetup for you rather than you hosting it yourself is you expose yourself to the network of your friend. And there are a number of ways to do this. We can talk with our friends when we're out and about networking. We could reach out to our past customers. We could follow up with a new lead that we meet, or we can ask current customers that we give amazing service to give us referrals. So you may have decided that you want to schedule a meetup, and you might even know who you want to ask. The next step in actually connecting with a potential meetup is by reaching out or following up with someone you met to get them to host. And some of the ways we connect with others in our business are obviously to pick up the phone, to send a quick text, to send a message through Facebook or social media, or to send an email. When we reach out to someone, we want to be prepared so that we create an impression that's positive. In order to prepare for any conversation that we have, whether it's on Facebook or text or email or the phone or even in person, we always want to make sure we know our next 2 available dates. We also want to know who we're going to call if we're reaching out. We want to know what we're going to say, how we're going to say it, and then be ready to overcome any objections or concerns and offer some alternate choices. So if you're prepared with dates and you know who you want to call, what's next? Well, it starts with the initial conversation. And we start any conversation by making sure that others want to talk with us. And we do this through the 5 Ps. Pitch, pause, pace, projection, and personality. With pitch, we want to make sure that we sound professional by the proper highness or lowness of our voice. The lower our pitch, the more professional we sound. The higher our pitch, and the more nervous we sound. Pace. We want to make sure that we're not rushing when we speak. Pause. With pause, we want to take time to pause when we have something of impact. For example, you might pause after saying, I can't wait to get your friends together. I know we're going to have an amazing night. Projection. We want to speak so that someone can hear us, but not too loud, or they may feel like we're shouting at them. And personality. We want to add our personality into the message or conversation. That's so important so that somebody actually wants to hang out with us and thinks that we're fun. One of the easiest ways for us to see if we are managing the 5 Ps is to record a message that we would leave for someone. Then listen to the message and ask if we would call ourselves back. The next step in having a conversation and getting a meetup on our calendar is deciding who we want to call first. Grouping calls into similar categories helps you to find your groove and stay on track. You won't forget what you should be saying because you start to get a rhythm. Tracking our calls also helps us to stay on track. Simply create a worksheet and divide it into 3 columns. Who will I call? What will I say to relate to my prospect? And what was the outcome? Doing this will help you to stay organized when you're making your calls. Here's a fun activity that you can use to get in a cadence in making your meetup calls. Make a list of 10 people that you'll call to share your love of Sunrider. Make a quick note next to each that helps you to remember what you want to talk with them about. After each call, note the outcome in the third column. And later, you can review your activity to determine your wins and your areas of opportunity for the next round of calls. It might look something like this. I'm going to call Kim Smith and I'm going to talk with her about fitness and trends because that's what she likes. When I called Kim, the outcome was that I booked a meetup. Now, before I set this up, I'm going to rank everyone, and I'm going to rank them A, meaning I think they will probably schedule a meetup with me. B, maybe they'll schedule a meetup with me. And C, they probably won't schedule a meetup with me. Guess who you're going to call first? When you start your call with the C's, it gives you a chance to practice and get into a cadence because you really didn't expect much to happen with them anyway. And over time, you work your way up to the ones that you absolutely know are going to book with you. This helps you to get a rhythm, and it helps you to establish a cadence. After you're done making your calls, take a look at the outcome and see if there's any notes to take. If you left a lot of messages, then it may not be the greatest time of the day to call. If you sent a lot of texts and they didn't text you back, maybe your text was too long. So you're using your outcome to determine if you need to make any changes to move forward. One of the most important things we need to be aware of when we're talking to other people is to know the difference between a reach out and an actual contact. A contact must go both ways. A contact is not a contact until there's an exchange of dialogue, whether it's over the phone, via a text, or email. A contact is not a telephone message left unanswered, or a text or an email that was sent but didn't receive a response. So now that we understand who we're going to call and how to keep track, what are we going to say to them so they want to hang out with us? In order to attract someone to meet with us, we need to paint a picture of the experience that they're going to have. The experience that guests and customers are looking for today must be fun and fast and furious. It can't be your grandmother's meetup. Let's review some experiences that you can share with potential meetup hosts so that they want to party with you. Our shake and tea parties are fun social gatherings to introduce your friends and family to Sunrider. It's a great experience that many people will love. So paint the picture of what they can expect in a shake and tea party. A skincare workshop can be a great way to introduce someone to Sunrider skincare. You can offer to help them to find their perfect regimen, sample and try different products, and leave with a skincare plan. What about a personal health guru experience? Tell your friends that they simply have to bring a list of their health concerns and you help them to come up with the perfect products and regimen to target their concern. Lunch and learns are also an amazing experience because they're popular because people don't have to leave work to go to a party. You bring the experience to them. You could share with them, hey, I'll come to your break room at lunchtime and I'll bring the pizza and share some products and a few quick health tips and wellness tips, 30 minutes, in and out, no one gets hurt. Or a visioneering workshop. It's a great way to kick off the new year. Words of the year are so popular today. You simply help your guests come up with their word of the year, then get a new health regimen to kick off the year, sample and try different products, and leave with a plan to kick off the year in high style and get in shape and be focused. Workshops are very popular and people like to come together this way. People pay over $50 to attend workshops regularly, so why not bring them together for a Sunrider workshop? After all, they're expecting to pay at least $50, and we have many products in that price range. Another way to get meetups on your calendar is text an invitation to those you know. It might look like this. I have a great new experience to bring to you and your friends. I can be your personal health guru for the evening. It's fun and people are loving it. Message me yes, and we can get this party started. Or text a fun picture of yourself that makes other people want to hang out with you. You can create the text in pic collage with your picture with a little bubble over your head saying, hey, you plus me plus your friends equals a fabulous time. Or text me yes and we'll get this party started. On your next team Zoom, share a team challenge to get meetups on everyone's calendar. It might look like something like this. I'm in a challenge to share a new experience with my friends, and I thought of you because you are fun. I promise that this won't be your typical party. Text me yes, and I'll message you with the details. Can't wait. The most amazing thing about meetups is that you can get more meetups from a meetup. When you have people collectively coming together and they're excited and they have a good time, some in the room are bound to want to bring their own friends together in their own meetup. All you have to do is plant seeds that make your guests think about doing it themselves. And the easiest way to do this is to simply state the obvious, what you're actually seeing at the time. On the slide, here are some examples on how we plant seeds by stating the obvious. When someone is loving the products and they're sharing what they love about the products with their friends, you want to state the obvious. Oh my gosh, you are a natural with sharing the things you love. And one reason that people host a meetup at their house is to share health and wellness with their friends. Or, wow, you look like you are having fun. Did you know that you can host a quick meetup like this in your work break room? It's a great way to spend lunchtime. Or you might say, you know, you and your friends look like you are having a blast. You'll want to bring your spouses next time. Couples meetups are a great way to spend a Friday or a Saturday night with your friends. Everyone loves health and wellness. Or you seem to know and love every single product we have. One of the best things about having your own meetup is that you never miss out on getting to see our latest products up close and personal. Or wow, Ella, you did an amazing job at selling the products to your friends. You would totally be great at this. You should really think about it. So see how you can bridge a meetup to your friends to a meetup or the business opportunity. Or Mia, you have been such a huge help tonight in sharing your love and experience with everyone in the room. Now that you have this down, you have to think about doing this too because you're a natural. Another great way to get a meetup from a meetup is putting the idea into the meetup universe. If you connect with somebody who's fun and you love to hang out with, just call them out because everyone at a party or a meetup has connected with someone. You know what we're talking about. You make eye contact with someone, they're smiling at you. So it might sound something like this. Mia, girlfriend, you are the life of this meetup tonight. I can't wait to bring one to your house next. Okay, everyone, who's going to Mia's house when we take the meetup there? You know what's going to happen. Mia's friends are going to raise their hand, and then she can't help but have her own meetup because you've overcome the objection that she's asking herself, no one will come. Then at the checkout chat, you want to circle back with Mia and say, Mia, you know what? You were a blast tonight, girlfriend. I can't wait to take the meetup to your house next. Because she's already had her friends say yes to the meetup. And then you might even want to ask this question. When you heard me talk about having your own meetup, what was the first thing that came to your mind? And that will help you bridge them to the meetup. Then you listen to understand and you offer suggestions that will help Mia. That's it. It's that easy. So here's our Zoom training challenge this time. Make 10 reach out calls in the next 2 days and then rinse and repeat. All in all, you want to have at least 10 meetups scheduled in the next 30 days. They don't have to be held in the next 30 days, just scheduled in the next 30 days. Share the results with your upline, and we'd love to hear too. Feel free to post your results on our All IBO Facebook page.